Welcome to another Thomas Talk. Today's episode, 2308.
2308 was recently repaired. It was a very old engine, but he got new parts and was ready to go, and he was the pride of the line. He was very boastful and vain about it, though. But one day his controller came up, and since he was so great, he was sending him down to the war efforts to help with the war. This is during World War I. 2 months go by, and he's perfectly fine. He was doing his great. But soon, all comes to the end. And a tank was on the line and started firing at him. His wheels were spinning out like crazy, and he was But his driver, James, hopped onto the tender and hopped onto the back of the van, while his fireman, John, took hold of the controls. And as they got to a switch, his driver switched them off the line quickly, so that all the trucks and stuff were stuck, and 2308 and John could escape. And James said run, but 2308 wasn't having it. He tried to save him, bang! The brake van blew up, killing James. And 2308 and John left. Later, after the war was over and he came back to his controller, all the engines were giving themselves names instead of numbers. What weirdos. And he asked them, hey, what name would you like? And 2308 said James.
Okay, that part is really good, but I have a lot of issues
With the war part.
with
The war.
this video. All right.
Okay.
Starts off with the background music being Russian. And you know what's going on in Russia at this time? Russia had just left Britain to rot because they were having some internal issues in becoming communist. So why would you put Russian music at the beginning?
It sounds nice.
Hey, it is my favorite composer, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, anyway. Tchaikovsky, by the way.
Continue.
Problems. So, one, they were not fighting World War I in England. They were fighting it in France and Russia.
He said he moved down to the war efforts.
Right. Meaning he probably went to France. But here's the problem. The war in France was a trench warfare war where everyone was in one area. The tank would not have been on the line. That is so unrealistic. And I get it.
They did mention trenches.
They did mention trenches, but that's not how World War I played out. So it doesn't make sense, but it was good anyways.
It was good, yeah. But
so what is wrong with 2308's
dome?
Dome.
It's a completely normal dome.
No, it's big.
Yeah.
It's too big.
Domes can be big. You really don't want to be in this conversation right now.
No, I don't.
Because you don't know what the fandom considers domes to a human. Now, buddy. Now. Anyways, the great parts about this, the scenery, the grass, the details. You also got to imagine, this is all just recorded in his backyard. You can literally see his patio in most of these shots. But the way he works the camera and gets everything to run so smoothly is just so great. And the engine himself, I do admit the dome does look a bit jarring, but it still looks really... But the engine overall looks really nice. It's a fun take on James, though I would make the face bigger.
I do like this episode. I want to point that out. I do like this. Really nice.
It's a great thing because, people have recently doing this, telling the stories of what happened to the engines before they came to Sodor.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really fun to learn their backstories. And since we have one for Henry, and now we have one for James, we will get to Henry's backstory one day.
Yeah. If you guys like this video, I hope you guys enjoyed this video on 2308.
Link to our Discord server and the episode down below.
If you guys like this video and want to see more like it, then
Like, comment, and subscribe.